Endowus has been a great robo-advisor that I have been using for a few months. I have highlighted the strong points of Endowus being the ease of use, able to use CPF OA, and also relatively low fund advisor fees to make them my top selection of the robo-advisor. And up to the day of recording, I have already gained more than 7% on my Endowus portfolio since December 2020. But why am I selling my Endowus portfolio today? Here's why. What's up guys, it's Christopher here back at Honey Money SG, and in this channel we are all about building financial knowledge, teach money saving hacks, and also lead a fulfilling quality of life. So if you are new here and these topics interest you, consider subscribing because it does not cost you any cents. Firstly, let's talk about my current situation on the Endowus. If you have seen my earlier video here where I documented my first try of my Endowus platform, I was focusing on SRS investment to maximize my tax relief. And the Endowus General Wealth Accumulation portfolio has been performing quite well with its dimensional equity fund like the Global Core Equity Fund and the Emerging Markets Equity Fund. In fact, it has returned more than 9% since December 2020, which is rather impressive for a short span of 4 months. So I wanted to start investing my CPF OA into the same portfolio so that I can capture the maximized returns, since my CPF OA is already above $20,000. But here's the next part of the story: investing the CPF OA. Now, to invest with CPF OA, you need to open a CPF investment account with one of the local banks, which is UOB that I chose. And at that point in time, I have around $20,213 in my CPF OA. So that would mean I have $213 which is available for the CPF investment. So I went to my Endowus app, click make an investment, and invested $213, which is the max of the CPF OA funds that I could invest. Big mistake. If you have read about CPF investing, it actually charges $2.14 with GST included for each transaction. And this is additional on top of your investment contribution, not part of your original contribution. What that means is that I would actually need $215.14 to make a $213 investment that is funded with CPF OA. Hence, there were insufficient funds for deduction by the CPF OA, and they charged me $5.35 for this mistake. So now I'm left with $208 with the $5 deducted just by this silly mistake. Moving on, I did a $200 investment using my remaining $208. So now I have enough for the $202.14 deduction, which I have enough CPF OA to deduct from. Yes! I thought I had it all sorted out until the next part, which is the underlying portfolio of the CPF OA investment. So what I did is I did select the entire same portfolio with the same 100% equities with a risk tolerance of 50%, exactly the same as my SRS investment. So I expected Endowus to buy the same funds, which is the Dimensional Equity Funds and the Lion Global Infinity 500. But the truth is, they are not the same. You can see in my portfolio here where I invested my CPF OA with the same metrics, but there is no dimensional funds in the portfolio, compared to my similar SRS portfolio with the same level of risk and 100% equities. Instead, I am given other funds like Lion Infinity Global Stock Fund, FSSA Dividend Advantage Fund, and Schroeder Global Emerging Market Opportunities Fund, which is definitely not what I wanted. There must be some reason why Endowus is unable to buy the dimensional equity funds with the CPF OA. So here is what I plan to do next in my Endowus portfolio. I have an existing portfolio which is 100% Lion Global Infinity Fund, which was funded by my SRS. Now, based on my CPF OA portfolio, they are able to buy that Lion Global Infinity 500 fund using CPF OA. So what I want to do here is I will sell my existing SRS funded Lion Global Infinity 500 fund and then use the SRS monies to fully invest in my General Wealth Accumulation, which can invest in the dimensional equity funds. Then I will use FundSmart 100% into the Lion Global Infinity 500 funded with my CPF ordinary account funds. Okay, so I know all this sounds a bit confusing, and here is the before and the after portfolio reset. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I want to streamline the number of portfolios that I have and also remove the funds that I do not wish to invest in. Okay, some closing thoughts here. So the purpose of this video is actually to reflect on some of the beginner mistakes that I have when I started with my Endowus Robo advisor journey, which is number 1, not having sufficient OA funds to deduct, resulting in a small fine by CPF. That $5.35 could have been totally avoided if I knew how it was going to work. And number 2 was the assumption that the CPF investment and the SRS investment are the same when investing in the general wealth accumulation portfolio. So I did not do sufficient homework and compare them, and I just assumed they were the same. As you can see, I'm just a normal guy like you who can also make mistakes in my investments. And I hope you all can learn from my mistakes and start on the right foot. With that said, I still believe Endowus is a great robo-advisor platform, and I would still recommend you to invest in it. Do remember to use my Endowus referral link in the description box below so that you can get $20 worth of access free credits. Alright, so I hope this video has helped you learn something, and do check out my other videos here where I talk more about wealth building and investments. Remember to hit the subscribe and the like button below so that you won't miss the next video. My name is Christopher, this is Honey Money SG, steering young adults to financial independence.